Very good morning to all of you. This is Jay Vishakan. Today we are going to see a topic from friction, that is simple contact friction. And the screw friction comes under the engineering applications of simple contact friction. This is screw friction. Have you seen screw jack anywhere? Yeah, this has been used in the four-wheeler or bus, lorry or heavy vehicles, right? In order to replace the wheels. Yeah, correct. So this is the screw with threaded, the square threaded, which is slightly inclined, and the diameter of the thread is mentioned as D, and this is the screw head where the bar or handle is being attached. So load is being applied on the screw head, right? And the length from the center of the screw to the end of the handle is considered as L, and this is the nut and this is the stand, and this is where you apply the bar to lift or lower the weight. So a screw jack is a device used for lifting, raising the load, that is lifting, or lowering the heavy loads with the help of small effort. If you just apply small effort, you would have even noticed, right? Such a heavy vehicles, with a small effort, this particular vehicle is being lifted to remove or fix the wheels. The thread of the screw can be considered as an inclined plane wound around the cylinder, right? So W is the load, there is a weight placed on the screw head. P is the effort or the force being applied at the end of the handle, and the length is length of the handle, and in between there is a word pitch, that is the distance between two consecutive threads. That's the pitch of the screw. D is nothing but the diameter, you can call it the mean diameter of the screw, and the alpha is the angle, helix angle of the helix angle. This is the angle, there is a helix angle that is being mentioned as alpha. So you'll have to remember 3-4 formula to solve a problem from screw jack. Right. So the pi equal to tan inverse of mu, tan inverse of mu. So pi, the pi is nothing but the angle of friction, right? This is angle of friction. Pi, right? Then alpha is equal to tan inverse of P by pi d. P by pi d. P is the pitch, is not a power. This is the pitch, that is consecutive distance between the screws, and d is the mean diameter of the screw or thread, right? And the force required to lift or lower, there is a formula for it. Force or effort being applied, right, on the end of the handle required to raise or to lift, right, or raise or lift the load, which can be represented as capital P. if you want, you can just mention this pitch as small p, right? So in order to avoid the confusion. So W is the load which will be kept on the screw head into R. R is nothing but the radius, right? Divided by L, that is the length of the handle, into tan pi plus alpha. So for lower the load, you have a formula: force or effort required to lower the load, which can be denoted as capital Q. So the same formula, W into R by L, the only difference is here pi minus alpha. Clear? So here the only difference between the force required to raise or lift the load and force required to lower the load is there is a minus sign in the formula of lowering the load. Is it clear? Right. So let's solve a problem from the screw jack or screw friction. So let me just read out the question here for you to understand it in a clear manner. The pitch of the single threaded screw jack is 10 mm and the mean diameter is 60 mm. If the coefficient of friction is 0.08, determine the force required at the end of the lever 500 mm long measured from the axis of the screw to raise the 10 kilonewton load. Second, to lower the same load. First, we will extract the data has been given in the question. A pitch of the single threaded screw, that is small p, equal to 10 mm, and its mean diameter, which is the diameter of the screw, which is 60 mm. The coefficient of friction, which is nothing but mu, equal to 0.08. Determine the force required at the end of the lever 500 mm long. That length of the handle or lever, capital L, is equal to 500 mm. Correct? And from the axis of screw, raise the load. Yeah, the W is being given, which is load 10 kilonewton. Right. To find effort required to raise the load, that is P, capital P, and to lower the load, that is effort or force required to lower the load, which is nothing but Q. So we are going to find the value of P and Q for this screw jack. Solution. So as you know the formula of P and Q, right? The force required. Prior to that, so we need to find the angle, that is pi and alpha. You know the formula of angle of friction, which is pi equal to tan inverse of mu. Tan inverse of mu. Pi equal to tan inverse of mu is 0.08, which is equal to 0.08. 4.57 degree. 4.57 degree. What about alpha? The formula of alpha equal to pitch, that is P by pi d. P is 10. Remember, all the units should be in the, if you mention the unit as mm, all the other units should be mentioned as mm. Suppose you mention as meter, then all the parameter for diameter, length, everything should be in meter. So here everything is uniform, so we need not to change anything. Pi into diameter, which is 60, that is equal to 10 divided by pi into 60, 0.053, 0.053 tan inverse, right? So which is tan inverse of 0.053, shift tan 0.53, which is 3.03 degree, 3.03 degree, right? So alpha and pi has been arrived, the value we have found it from the formula. Now let's write the formula for force required to lift the load to or raise the load. Force or effort required to raise the load, P equal to W into R by L into tan pi plus alpha. Here R is nothing but the radius. So R is equal to D by 2, which is 60 by 2, 30 mm. So W is in kilonewton. Okay, 10 into R is 30 divided by L is 500. Tan pi is 4.57 and alpha is 3.03, which works out 10 into 30 divided by 500 into tan 4.57 plus 3.03 equal to 0.08 kilonewton. Second, force or effort required to lower the same load, right? So force or effort required to lower the load. The formula for to lower the load is Q equal to W into R by L into tan pi minus alpha, right? So W is, the value of W is 10, the radius of the screw is 30, length of the lever or rod is or handle is 500 to tan pi value is 4.57 and alpha value is 3.03, which is equal to, let me just use the calculator to arrive the value, divided by 500 into tan 4, this is minus, right? 0.57 minus 3.03, 0.16 kilonewton. Thank you for listening. In the next session, I'll come up with some other problem from different topic. Till then, thank you. Bye.